the picture.
EGM Network.
Welcome to the Lori Davis Show, where it's all about the amazing lifestyle on our Treasure Coast. And here's your host and realtor for life, Lori Davis.
Hello, and welcome to the show. We're so glad you could be here with us today. As if my voice couldn't get any deeper. Everybody's like, oh, you have such a deep voice. Yes. Oh, you sound so like the radio voice. Yeah. Anyway, there's a lot of people with this cold going around. It's no big deal. We can all get over it. But welcome to the Lori Davis Show. I am Lori Davis, your realtor for life. Our show is sponsored by Dale Sorensen Real Estate. And, one of the things I always mention on my show is that people come to Vero Beach not just to buy condos and homes, because you can do that anywhere in the state of Florida, basically. But they come to Vero Beach because of the lifestyle. And we have such a unique community here in Vero. And I love to highlight the people who come and open businesses and participate in our wonderful community. Vero Beach is in full swing. This is high season for us. It's February. Everybody's here. Hard to get a parking spot. It's hard to get into restaurants. But this too shall pass. We all know, for those of us that are year-round people. And you know what? It's kind of fun when this is all going on. I love the energy that's out there around town. And then I like it when it calms down and it's summertime. And, we're all slipping around. You can, roll a bowling ball down A1A and not hit anybody at 6 p.m. at night. So our guest today, she owns a fabulous business here in town. It's called Bungalow Home Company Co. It's a beloved local staple in Vero Beach, now home to 3 distinct retail locations. Each store was created to offer more than just shopping. It's an immersive experience. Let's welcome Kirsten Kennedy, founder, CEO of Bungalow Home Co.
Hi.
Good to see you, Kirsten.
Hi, nice to see you too. Thanks for having me.
I'm so glad you're here. So I always talk about what's going on around town, and your business has a lot going on around town. So they have their own events calendar over at Bungalow Home. And the first one I've got to talk about is March 5th and 6th. We have some local artists, Bo and his wife, Nico, are going to be at the Beachland location from 10 to 5 on March 5 and 6. What do we got going on?
That's right. So Bo and Nico are just the coolest young couple. Nico is a photographer, this amazing photography, and Bo is an artist who his artwork has been flanking our walls and just flies out. People are just absolutely loving this couple and both of their work. So we're putting on an exhibition for them for 2 days, and we'll have both of them will be on site for the days. Nice. And gorgeous art. So
that's great. Yeah. That's fun. Now, the next thing, because we've got 3 things. I picked 3 of they've got more than that, but you need to always remember to go to the website so that you can find out what more events. And the next one we've got March 13 and 14. They have the Shell Shop by Ruth. It's a trunk show also at the Beachland location. Tell us about
Correct.
Ruth.
Yeah. So Ruth is a friend of a friend. She's in Charleston. She just does a lot of really beautiful bespoke shell work. She does, decoupage on mirrors with shells and all kinds of very creative boxes and things like that. So she's going to come down and bring a lot of her pieces for a trunk show. So we're excited. Yeah.
I think it's so fun when we have, because you can't keep everything in. I'm sure you have pieces in the shop and the showrooms, the stores, whatever, but you can't keep it all.
Right.
So a trunk show allows people to come in and go, I like that. I like that. I like a trunk show. I just do.
I do too. Keeps it a little fresh and something that we don't really have in Vero.
Correct.
I'm not going to keep necessarily all of that merchandise at once.
Right.
So,
you can't possibly do that. So that's great. And then on March 16, there's a book signing, as if they don't have enough going on over at Bungalow. There's a book signing by Brittany Bromley. It's called Relaxed Elegance, Rooms for Living Well. Tell me about that.
Yes. Yeah, Britt is a fantastic designer. She is from Bedford, New York, and has opened a design studio in Palm Beach the last few years. Her style is just traditional elegance. She mixes, a lot of people come into town from upstate New York or from the Northeast, and they have this darker furniture.
Yes.
And Britt just does a beautiful job of marrying the two lifestyles.
Yes.
And her book is amazing. So she's a lot of fun. She's going to be here chatting and talking and signing her new book.
New book.
Yeah.
You and I were talking before we started that we both moved here from Atlanta. And I had some beautiful pieces that are my darker wood pieces, and I'm managing to pepper in that, mix that in with some Florida stuff.
Exactly.
And I think it looks nice. I think it's a nice look.
Her book, if you could open up 2 pages and get all the ideas too. She just does a beautiful job of that. But it's a beautiful look to mix it all together.
I think so too.
Yeah.
You can't have everything rattan.
No.
You know what I mean?
No,
you can't.
No.
Cindy says no.
No.
Cindy's like, that is not happening.
No, not in my house.
A couple other things that are going on around town. We always like to support the United Way. We had the gals in a couple weeks ago, but not to forget the St. Paddle's Day pickleball tournament. It's going to be down at Dick Bird Park, which is there at Oslo and 27th. Yeah. It's that big park down there. It's where everybody goes to play pickleball. But it's on March 7th, and it starts at 8:30 in the morning. We want you to go down there, play some pickleball, have a good time. It's $60 per person, $120 a team, and a team is 2 people, like a tennis. You have your partner. There are 4 divisions. One of them's including beginners. So go to unitedwayirc.org for more information. But let's not forget about them and their Paddle's Day pickleball tournament. That's not easy to say.
And it's Oslo and 20th.
Is it 20th?
Yeah, it's 20th.
Okay, it's
27th is the one street over, but it's 20th. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we love that. We love the United Way in town. And then the Women's Club of Vero Beach, they're doing their annual Mad Hatter's Tea Party. It's a tea event with a silent auction and a hat contest. The proceeds benefit, obviously, the Women's Club Building Fund, the Boys and Girls Club, and the Gifford Youth Orchestra. Again, we've got somebody coming on in a couple weeks with the Gifford. St. Patty's Day, I think we're having them come on. But anyway, the entertainment is by Gifford Youth Orchestra. There'll be a silent auction. Go to verobeachwomensclub.org. Just a fun thing to do, and also great organizations to support. That is something we talk about all the time on this show, is how benevolent and how supportive a community we have here in Vero Beach. It's amazing. So many people donating so much money to so many different things. I mean, you can't keep up. And especially in season, there's all these events that you want to go to, and they're not inexpensive, but they really are heartfelt by the organizations that you support. So keep up the good work, guys. You guys are doing a great job out there. Chef Scott Varricchio. We always have to thank Chef Scott from Citrus Grill House. He always provides us with a beverage for the day. Today's we had a couple of special. we had a couple of special requests. One was just the favorite beverage of our guest today. It is a Stella Artois. I didn't. And
cheers.
Yes, cheers. And then I said, well, I'll have margarita. So Alex made me a margarita and a Stella Artois. Thank you, Chef Scott. Thank you, Alex, because you, of course, take care of us.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You got to drink what you like.
That's it.
It's true.
That's it. Nobody has to drink, or you don't have to drink at all.
Right,
drink what you like, or don't drink at all.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you, Chef Scott at Citrus Grill House. We love you guys over there. 1050 Easter Lily Lane. It is right there at Humeston Park on the ocean. It's absolutely beautiful. If it's not fresh, they're not serving it. They have a gorgeous patio area. You can have lunch or dinner there during season at this time of year. They're even open on Sundays, which only for dinner. You can get there at 5:30. I think you have to order by 8. But it's wonderful. They're super busy right now, too. So if you're thinking about going, I would call for a reservation. But the staff are great. The food is great. And if it's not fresh, he's not serving it. So thank you again, Chef Scott Varricchio. And if you go over there, somebody please tell him Lori Davis sent you. So he knows, what am I doing? Have I ever gotten any business on this? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he does.
He does not.
Chef for life. Yeah.
Chef for life.
Yeah.
Lori Davis, your realtor for life. So anyway, Kirsten, I'm going to get that right. Kirsten,
that's a tough one.
Take us back 13 years ago. 13 years you've been doing this.
Yeah, 13 years.
How did Bungalow Home Co. first begin?
So I moved here 20 years ago, raised 3 kids, little kids, and I had bounced around from a few jobs. I was at McKee Botanical Garden for a while. I ran the Treasure Coast wine auction for a while.
That.
Yeah, I remember that was a great event.
Chef Scott was one of the chefs that came, guest chefs that came in.
So Allison and I were good friends when we kind of swapped jobs at one time. But that's another story. But
that's another show.
That's another show. That's a great one. But I have always had a passion for design and a love for organization. And I was the kid that my mom and grandmother would always bring to people's house and just have them reorganize. And I would go to all the markets with them and, help pick things out. So I have this passion for design and especially furniture and the form and the shape of furniture. So long and the short of it, a friend of ours bought several houses in the Riamar area 13 years ago. And that's when kind of the open concept was just starting in that phase. So he was going in and we tore down the interior shell, if you will, of the houses. And they weren't selling. No. They weren't selling. So I said to our friend, Irick, let me do this. Let me design. Let me decorate this house. So I essentially staged one of the first houses, and one of the realtors at Matilda's office, Matilda herself, the queen, came in and said, "Oh my God, it just went under contract. Can you stage my next house?" Yes. Completely happened organically, and I became a staging company. Right. Following that passion that I had for design and furniture, it was great. Came about organically, so I continued to stage, and then people were asking me to design their houses after they bought the staged houses. Right. So I had to grow that and hire some professional, licensure designers as well to help me. And from there, people wanted to come sit on the furniture and see what I had, and we didn't have at the time a lot of furniture options in not only Vero Beach, but you had to go down to Miami, a little bit in Palm Beach, or, had to go to the shows in New York or High Point. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to open a furniture store and let's see what happens. Yeah. And here we are. Yeah. So was it exciting or terrifying? A little bit of both. A little bit of both. I remember going in to sign my first lease at a big warehouse. Right. And, it was a huge number. Sure. So I thought 13 years ago. Yeah. And I did. I definitely took a big risk, but I was confident that the town needed that and was ready, and I could kind of see the future of the growth coming, like you. I agree. Yeah, I think you positioned it perfectly at that time. And leading to my next question is, there isn't anything really like what you do in this town, right? So what makes you different than from just a traditional furniture store, which I don't even think we have a traditional furniture store, do we? There are some of the big name brand furniture stores of course. Here. Yeah. But what my concept is, I want to be, number one, I want it to be an immersive experience. So you walk in and it's fun. The music's on. Everybody's friendly. Yeah. There's no intimidation factor. Sure. It doesn't feel like, you're walking into another furniture store and people are like, may I help you? May I help you? May I help you? It's kind of commission driven and it's very focused on just the sale. I kind of took away that layer and I just wanted it to be a community based, fun atmosphere and just beautiful furniture. So, it just has evolved from there. I sell furniture. I can get any, I have over 80 lines of furniture that I carry from, entry point level to luxury level. Yes. And what people want then is, this is a beautiful showroom. Can you do our houses like this? So we have a full design studio. I have 4 designers on staff, and we do everything from new builds to, minor bathroom renovations. Right. Do my living room or do my family room or something like that. Yeah, sure. One of the things you did point out, and it's very evident, is that people think it's just for high end. Yes. And that's not the case. It's not the case. And it's not the case because I am a firm believer that there should be a mix in everybody's house. You should maybe spend the money on the pieces that you're going to sit on the most or you're going to use the most. Like sofas are important, right? Okay, I was going to say, what's that piece? Yeah, I think a good quality sofa, something that's going to last you, that is 8-way hand-tied, that you've then custom made yourself. You've come into the studio, you sat in it. You know if you want it firm, if you want it soft. Yeah. So there's some expenses that go into that. But I think that, some of the accent pieces and even art, unless you want to spend a gazillion on art, that's great, but we can give you really quality special art that doesn't break the bank and side tables, like I said, and things like that. So I need to do that. And you're actually, since we're topical today, you're having a sale. We are. We just talk about that. Hello. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. So every winter, for the month of March, essentially, March 20th is the first day of spring, but we do our winter clear out sale. Okay. So we basically are selling off the floor models. Yes. And then, it's a great time to come in. Everybody, take a look. Yeah. And then what we'll do is we'll bring in our spring set the last week of March and have our new spring set on the floor. So our kind of final push for season.
Right. So you can come in now in February.
Yep.
And buy what's on the floor.
You can buy what's on the floor.
Do you kind of tag it and we got to leave it and come pick it up later?
No. We'll give you a little card. You can make arrangements to get it yourself, or we actually have deliveries one day a week that we can do that for you.
I love that.
So,
I love that. Now, there's, tell us about, there's indoor furniture, then there's outdoor furniture.
Yes.
So you have an outdoor furniture location.
I do.
Tell me about that.
I do. So that store is 1716 Highway A1A.
Okay.
It's the old SunTrust Bank.
Yes.
It's
Jim Davis, shout out, buddy.
Yeah.
He used to work in there. Yes.
It's a great location. It's a big store, and there was a need for outdoor furniture.
Yes.
People to sit on outdoor furniture, to see it, to touch it, to feel it, instead of ordering online and then getting it, and then A, it's damaged, or B, it just doesn't feel good or comfortable. It doesn't look the way that you thought. So that's what that store does. And then we have outdoor pillows, outdoor art, outdoor faux plant, everything you need for outdoor living, because we really feel like we're in Florida. Mm-hmm. We should have beautiful furniture that can be an extension of the inside. So we love like putting outdoor living rooms,
absolutely,
on patios or poolside. So,
but I mean, in real estate, that's trend. That's so on trend, because in Vero Beach, especially, you know, when we sell a house and we've opened up the big sliders, you know, and indoor is outdoor. It's kind of sort of that living. It needs to be more like a living room. Yep. You know, than just the Adirondack plastic chair that
100%
in the backyard for the winter time or something. I know you do. And there's nothing wrong with that. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
They're great.
Yeah, they are.
For the purpose that they are. But no, that's an excellent point. In one of our lines, we carry Lee Industries, and they have indoor furniture, beautiful indoor furniture made in North Carolina, but they have gorgeous outdoor furniture that looks exactly the same. It has a plastic core or a teak core, and it has reticulated foam, and it has all sunbrella. It's UV protected. Right. It's literally meant to be put poolside, put outside under the elements. So it looks exactly like the same thing you would have inside your house.
I love that. I love that. Listen, we do have to take a commercial because that's how we pay for this. And then we'll come back and talk with Kirsten Kennedy from Bungalow Home Co. And we're going to find out a lot more about what she's got going on in town. We'll see you. Be right back. See you in a minute.
Are you a therapist or a nurse seeking the multi-state compact license? In the state of Florida, these and many other industries require a Level 2 live scan background check for clearance to work in your industry. A1A Fingerprints is your certified live scan source from Broward to Brevard. And if you're a medical provider, you need to be registered on the ACA web portal. A1A Fingerprints will help you navigate and comply with the law. Call 772-494-6556 or visit a1afingerprints.com. A1A Fingerprints.
Blue Dolphin Pools strives to provide quality service with a well-trained staff in the field and in the office. They want you to know that your pool or spa investment means much more to them than just another account. They believe you have entrusted them with your investment, and they'll do their best to see that it stays in top condition. Blue Dolphin Pool has been in business over 35 years, setting them apart from the competition. Residential or commercial, Blue Dolphin will keep you in the swim. 567-5853.
The rock opera that still shakes the stage. Raw emotion and an electrifying score that defined a generation. Jesus Christ Superstar. The last week of Jesus' life, told entirely through iconic rock music. Feel it. Believe it. Live it. It's now playing at Vero's beautiful Riverside Theater. Get your best tickets now at the box office or riversidetheater.com.
Big news, Treasure Coast. Your favorite mortgage team just got even better. Introducing the same trusted faces you know and love, now with Union Home Mortgage.
Hi, this is Shannon Pohl.
Hi, this is Lucy Cranker. And these high-producing team members bring decades of experience, unwavering honesty, and hearts of gold to every home loan. And here's the best part. Same local processing, underwriting, and appraisers you rely on. Contact Union Home Mortgage.
Visit us online at shannonCpohl.com
and lucycranker.com.
We are back here in the studio with Kirsten Kennedy from Bungalow Home. We are so happy to have her here today. Love the business, love the idea. I think you've got You just really kind of sort of on trend. And like you said, it was a forward-thinking motion 13 years ago when you said, I think this is what we're going to do. And you've evolved into something even more spectacular, I think, than did you imagine that it would be this way?
No. Never imagined that I have 2 stores, almost 13,000 square feet on the Barrier Island.
Yeah.
And no. One.
Right.
And I think you asked me the question before, but I didn't finish it. I was talking too much about outdoor furniture. But the other store at 615 Beachland Boulevard is all the interior furniture and where my design division is housed. So, people were funny. When I first went into that location, they said, it's a little too small. You can't put as much furniture in there.
Yeah.
But we've made it work.
Yes.
We've made it work. So you come in, there's lots of vignettes, and it's packed with stuff.
Well, I think you need to go to both.
Yes.
Because if you just go to the one on A1A, it's only going to be outdoor.
Correct.
And if you want indoor, you need to come to the other location.
You got to go to both. We got to have a shuttle back and forth.
That's a little golf cart. With
golf cart.
Something nice, pink, something. Okay. What is one trend in home design that you're so over?
One trend in home design that I'm so over. So I know this is probably going to make some people upset, but I think that just the all-white, super neutral palette, I'm kind of done with it.
Yeah,
I think it's beautiful in some architectural stylings and in some climates, and in some cases it is, but I like a little bit of color. I'm liking the trend that we're on.
Yes.
The maximalism. I'm really loving that. I'm loving that kind of granny chic look as well.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
And mixing it all together.
But I think you would generally pop some color in there anyway. I mean, people would go all white and you'd be like, I'm sure it was like, we have to put a pillow over here.
We have to do something. We have to put some art with some color.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Something like that. Yeah. What is one trend that you think will stick around forever?
One trend that will stick around forever. Ooh. I just think to me, furniture has to, like art and like everything in your home, it has to be yours. It has to be something that you love. So whatever the quirkiest pieces that you bought in your life, I think that's what we like to try to design around. And that's what's important to you, then we'll make it work.
Yes.
So I think it has to have an emotional connection to you. That crazy,
crazy coffee
whatever
table.
that grandma gave you or
Right?
whatever. But
yeah, I think that's neat. I think that's great. Okay. If you weren't in home design, what would you be doing?
Oh, that's a tricky one. You know what? I would be an abstract painter.
I love that.
I would love to just have a giant studio and just create and paint all day.
Yeah.
Large canvas. That's what I would do.
I love that. Yeah. Do you know Barry Shapiro?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of that kind of thing because I think Barry, he gets inspired, but he's got like things that he does specifically. And other times I just look at it and I just go, wow, you had a good time with that.
You had fun with that.
Don't you think? Shout out to Barry Shapiro and the Sock Drive, which is wrapping up here today. What is one misconception that you think people have about interior design?
I think that budgetary constraints. People think... it's going to be too expensive to hire an interior designer or to get that specific piece of furniture. So I think it's come in, talk to us in particular, and you'll understand that, again, we can work with you. We can work with any budget.
Yeah.
So
I think I'm glad you said that because I think a lot of people, I am intimidated by it. And, I'm like, oh gosh, I have shelves in my house. I don't want them to look nice.
Right.
And there's just a bunch of stuff up there. I mean, oh God, would you do something like that?
Absolutely.
Because you've got all the little things to put in there and maybe color the back or do whatever.
100%. Yeah. And those are the toughest jobs that, clients come in and they say, our house we have all this beautiful furniture in, but it just doesn't feel like a home right now. We need to have it styled.
Yes.
We do that.
Yes.
We do that. We have a team of people that will come in and style your bookcases. You'll never even believe it's the same bookcase.
I know, right?
But that's doing a coffee table, doing all those little tweaks, really bring it to life.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Kirsten, thank you so much for being here with us today. It's fantastic. We love you. You guys need to go over to Bungalow Home, go on the Beachland location. That's for interior furniture. Go to the A1A location. That's for outdoor furniture. Go see both of them. Go see Kirsten and her design team. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much, Lori.
We are so happy to have you, and we'll have you on again.
That's
great. And see all of the fun things that they've got going on over at, mostly they're at the Beachland location, right?
Mostly at the Beachland location.
Yeah, all of your fun things that you do. Yep. We love that. Well, listen, guys, thanks for coming. Everybody be safe out there. It is holiday season. There's a lot of people on the road. We're glad to have you, but we'll see you back here next week. Have a great week. Be safe.